Hey guys, welcome to a rare two idiots movie review video.
Well, like I think second
This is
one.
the second movie that's a two idiot
Yeah, the second
review.
the second movie that we reviewed. Technically the third video because we did like a spoiler free and then spoiler review of Spider Verse, and
Yeah,
then there's this, and then there's obviously gonna be a spoiler review of
this
this
is the
movie.
spoiler review, the spoiler-free review of the FNAF movie, because I think we watched it a few hours ago.
Yeah, like 4 hours ago now.
Apparently, we watched it 4 hours ago. So
Something like that.
let's jump into this thing then.
Um.
It was good. Need I say more?
I think it was pretty well worth the wait of like 7 or
It's
8
like
years.
7 years.
7 years.
Critics were kind of harsh on it, I guess, but it was good.
Personally, because it's like the we both mentioned this like while we were watching and whatever. Like it's like the Mario movie
That
where
didn't do very
where the
well
where the
critically.
critics didn't like it, but the fans did. Because I think
I think critically, the Mario movie did like around maybe 10%, or well, I think it might have
yeah.
been higher, but it like was definitely under 50.
But basically, like
And then the fan was like 90 something.
with
So,
these movies, like I feel like they're meant for the fans. They're
and
made for the
sometimes
fans.
movies that are made for the critics do terribly in terms of
Yeah.
audience. So,
So I'd say that like if like with like the Mario movie, like if you're a fan of Mario, yeah, go watch it, or Nintendo in general also. And with this movie, if you like Friends of Freddy's, go watch it. It's a fun movie.
the
Um,
man behind the slider.
there's
Do do
some
do
there's some
do do
cool
do 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 do.
cameos from YouTubers.
I think there was like two YouTubers in the entire
Yeah.
movie.
Uh,
Well, yeah, two.
yeah.
The
Um,
animatronics were very well
Yeah,
designed.
the animatronics, like design, like the designs are very much like the game, like the first game, and the way, like in the movie, like they were designed and like they moved and like sound, like it was all pretty good. Um, there's also like a few scenes, technically like two, kind of three, if you know what I mean. And they're not like super gory or
Well,
like
it's a PG-13 movie. It'd be
yeah.
kind of weird if it
Well,
was
okay,
super
I guess there's
gory.
like technically four, but there's like a handful of death scenes, and it's PG-13, so it's not like super brutal or gory, but it's if you're looking for that kind of thing, it's somewhat satisfying, depending on like how much you want it to be, whatever.
It was also just a fun time.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
I mean, if I had the choice to watch that or any other horror movie that's rated R for Halloween, if I want to be scared, obviously the rated R ones, but it was a very fun movie.
Yeah, this is definitely a movie I would choose between those ones.
I mean, if I want to get scared, oh, somewhat scared, obviously, you
Yeah.
kind of have to go, this is the R-rated horror movies, but no, it's definitely a good movie for Halloween,
Yeah.
especially, kids that are around 13,
Yeah.
or at least are 13.
Um. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties because one of the earbuds that D1sco records with is partially cracked.
It's the good one, it's the good side, too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We'll just do it like this.
Oh no. um. Okay. But like I like at multiple points during the movie, especially like when I was just really thinking about it, like just like a smile on my face,
No, I was smiling for like the entire thing.
because you know, um,
Well,
it was probably kind of like surreal seeing this movie, like sitting in the movie theater watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that has been rumored and talked about for years.
7 or 8.
7 or 8 years.
Because this movie was referenced in 2016, and that would have been when the first game came out, and we've been waiting ever since. From the first game to now, there's been about 6 others, if you don't count the spin-offs.
Yeah.
And I think there's like there's like free games that are considered spin-offs. So there's been 9 games since the first one.
Yeah.
Or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it was just cool seeing, everything on the big screen and like just seeing like finally seeing like all these things that we've been waiting for, just finally seeing it.
Surprisingly, not that many people in the theater.
Yeah, there was like 2 other like groups of people besides us, like not big groups, like 3 or so people in each one.
Not sure why.
But which I'm not complaining about, because especially if it was like opening day, I feel like it would have been like packed.
I think opening day was a little bit before Halloween.
Yeah, because it came out the 27th.
Yes.
Uh,
Says it right there
yeah.
on the poster.
And one thing I had wondered, like throughout these years, like when I was thinking about it, is like how they would make these games into like a full-on movie, and especially because it's like a
To be fair, they
2
did a
hours or
better
whatever.
job than the Slender Man movie, where Slender
Yeah.
Man appears like once in the entire movie. Because I had I didn't watch it because it was like I think a one singular day in theater movie, so I never got a chance to. A friend of mine saw it and he did not like it.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't good.
Yeah, the movie in general was bad, and he only shows up like once, I guess. We should do a movie review on that at some point. It'd be fun. We need to do more. We need to do more bad movies.
Yeah.
Live action Avatar.
Oh,
Slenderman movie.
let's count down with the bad stuff. Gotta ease into the bad.
We got the second SpongeBob movie where they're superheroes.
Oh yeah, I've watched that.
I like it.
I liked it.
I like it, but I understand why some people
Yeah.
want
It
it.
wasn't as good as the first, but it was still.
We could watch the recent Rambo movies because they're not as good as the originals.
I've never even seen one.
I love the first one. The first 3 are the ones I really like. We could watch Terminator New Genesis, whatever it was called, because that movie was flipping terrible. It wasn't great, I can tell you that much.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
We totally should. We totally should, so we could rip that movie apart. Oh, it'd be so good. Like, we could do Alien Covenant, which has a double Robo Milk guy. It's the actor that plays double Robo Milk guy is Michael Fassbender, and it's a robot. It's an android that has Robo Milk in him. And there's 2 of him. Double Robo Milk. What else is a terrible movie we could watch? Well, I already did Resident Evil, but we totally could do 2 idiots of this. There's nothing saying we couldn't. We could watch Crystal Skull, the really bad Indiana Jones movie. Although I liked it. There were parts of it that I found very weird, though. And we'll figure out more movie reviews later.
Yeah.
God, I want to. Live action Avatar, like, yes, please. The movie is. I know that movie is terrible, but I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Flipping.
Oh yeah. So as I was saying, because like I had always wondered like how they would translate these games into movie, and I think obviously not getting into it because again spoilers free. I think they did pretty well. Like I feel like they kind of did, generally speaking, like how like they did what you kind of think they would do. Like they kind of did the best they could do
It's
with what they're
definitely better
working
than
with.
other video game movies because all
Yeah.
the Warcraft movies are fucking terrible. The Resident Evil movies aren't considered great, but I have reviews
Yeah.
on all 6 of them,
Yeah.
not counting the latest one. Still need to see that,
Yeah,
but
like all the live action movies is what he's specifically referring to. Because there's other
there's a
like
7th live action movie though.
yeah, and there's also like other like there's like CGI movies and
Ye- Well, there's
things.
7 live action
Or
ones. I did the 6 that are
yeah,
actually connected story wise. Uh, um, I kind of want to watch the Warcraft movies. They're not good. They're absolutely terrible. They have 0 redeeming qualities, but I kind of want to do movie
it'd be
reviews on them.
interesting like for me because I know basic things I guess
They're
about
bad.
the series like the game series. So
Oh, the game series is so much better.
yeah, but it'd be interesting like me coming in just kind of looking as like just kind of like almost generally like just as a movie just by itself.
They're not good.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
That's a movie review for another day.
Um,
Because neither of us have even seen any of them, and we would have to
yeah.
watch it and then make the video, and that's going to take some time. And I doubt we're going to do that anytime soon, but maybe someday. I'd like to.
Yeah.
Live action Avatar, though, that is very high on my bucket list to do a video on. You kidding me?
What else?
Fun plot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the humor, like
There are quite a bit of funny moments.
yeah, like obviously like, it's not like chock full of like humor. Like say something like like Pizzeria Simulator,
Oh, I love that game.
or maybe even like Custom Night. Although I think it was fairly balanced because like besides like
Oh, always come
the
back.
the bonus. Well, because like there's the bonus like like little animation, but then there's like some characters that are just kind of joke characters.
I love Mr. Hippo's story
Yeah.
with Orville.
Um,
Isn't it Mr. Hippo? Like, wasn't it Orville that was like feeding the pigeons mayonnaise?
no, it was like a certain like type of bread that like
There
made
was
them,
something about mayonnaise in one of his stories.
one of them.
I
But
remember. I very much remember something about flipping.
yeah, like
Man.
there's one series.
Because Orville liked rye bread or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah,
So we went to the bakery because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesdays.
yeah. But yeah, the humor that is there is pretty good, and um, the the characters are good. You know, uh,
I wonder how long it took them to get those animatronics to flipping move.
yeah,
Because in like Chuck E. Cheese, they just stand on the stage the whole time. They don't walk
Yeah.
around. You know what I mean? They don't walk around. Did you know you can buy Chuck E. Cheese animatronics off of eBay? They're not in good condition, and they're like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But you can totally do it.
yeah.
Maybe we should buy one and do something with it. I'll blow it up or something. I don't know. Well, if we ever decided to buy one, we need to do something crazy with it. I
After
mean,
you blow it up and like some time later, it just like a Terminator just comes back and just tries to kill us as a skeletal like robotic whatever.
then we're nuking it, so we don't have to deal with it. I mean, we did just make it. We did just make the strongest nuclear bomb of the current times.
Huh.
like not that long ago. So we could just drop one of those suckers on it. That skeleton will be long dead, and everything around it for a couple mile radius.
Yeah.
Maybe longer. That's a fun
Mm,
poster.
yeah.
I like how the cupcake is on it.
Yeah.
Because you have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica was her cupcake, and Foxy.
Oh yeah. Also, because I know like people uh were like whatever about the eyes being like red in like the trailers, like when they're doing stuff, and
Oh yeah, because they were kind of like a bright red in at least one
yeah.
of the trailers. I remember.
So for anyone who's like who saw those trailers and were kind of concerned, they're still like in the movie, like they still like have like red eyes, but it's not like I don't think
I don't think
quite the
they're
same.
as well. I don't think they're as. Oh god.
Uh,
Well, okay. I
but
don't think they're as like red or what.
yeah,
They seem a little
I
different
think
at
there's like
least.
some scenes where they're like kind of like that red on the poster, but otherwise like if they were red, it's like you can still kind of see like the white of like their eyes and stuff. Like it's
Unless they were super pissed.
yeah. And then there's like
There's like a few times where their eyes were mostly red, but not very many.
yeah, and then uh otherwise there's just normal. And honestly, like in the movie, like I didn't really mind it. I feel like it was kind of like a thing, like like Chris Pratt as Mario in the Mario movie as another comparison. Because like a lot of people like did not like him in the trailers, but then like like I know
My cousin didn't even watch that movie in theaters because of Chris Pratt being in it.
fair.
They didn't want to. I don't know much about Chris Pratt as a person, but I guess they didn't want to give Chris Pratt money for some reason. I don't know why, but because of that, they specifically waited for it to be on streaming services, and I have absolutely no idea if they've actually even watched it or not yet. So I guess Chris Pratt's got some controversy or something. Who knows?
I
I
don't
don't even care.
know.
He's rich as hell.
But with like in the movie, like when I watched it, like I really didn't mind. Like, he did a good job. Uh,
I like.
like
I felt like Chris wasn't terrible.
yeah, like it wasn't like amazing, so to speak, but like it was fine. It worked for the role, and he did
It
a
also
good job.
worked with the other cast members, so they
Yeah.
all just kind of worked together.
And it's like that where like even like it's not like how it is in the games, because like a lot of times like their eyes will just be like I'm like black and they have like the white little dots. Like the red eyes are fine, and it's not even that often. And when it does happen, you don't really care about it, and
Yeah,
it's I think it fits well enough.
yeah, that's fair.
Um, trying to think.
You know what we totally need to watch now?
Hmm.
That one movie was animatronic. Pizza, whatever the hell.
The one with Nicolas Cage.
I don't remember if Nicolas Cage is in the one I'm thinking of or not.
Um, the Willy's Wonderland or Wonder World or whatever.
There's so many of these
Because
movies.
that's the one that Nicolas Cage is in.
I think I'm thinking of a different one, but similar. It doesn't matter. Although we do need to watch that one.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Nicolas Cage fighting animatronics? Yes, please.
It is funny because he literally doesn't speak in that entire movie.
Oh yeah, isn't that that's the movie where he doesn't have a single he's in it, but for whatever reason he
Yeah.
just wasn't given a voice for some stupid reason.
I'm assuming it was because of price. Like they didn't have like enough money to like pay him to like read voice lines, so they just they had enough money to like get him in the movie, just not have any like a speaking role.
So how does he communicate with the other cast members?
He just I don't even know exactly, but he just
Points.
does in his own way. Just
It's
grunts.
Nicolas Cage. He can improvise.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
It's hard. It's hard with these things trying to like think of like enough things to say without obviously like going into it, because
You're right.
I'm also like brain dead tired, so it's hard to like
Always forgetting it over with.
uh, think properly.
It's better if we get it done sooner
Yeah,
rather
no.
than later.
What else? Oh yeah, the voice act, like voice acting, the acting in general
The
is really good.
voice acting, yeah, because this was a
Acting.
CGI movie.
Yeah, but
Man, those humans sure looked real, I'll tell you what. There's some great voice actors out there, though.
yeah, but yeah, it was all the acting was pretty good. Uh,
What?
the set pieces were nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't many. Like the main thing being the pizzeria itself. It would look pretty good and
There's like
pretty
a
accurate.
a few other buildings, and that was
Yeah,
it.
because you have like the main character, Mike. I don't think that's a huge spoiler.
It says it on the paycheck in the game that his name is
Yeah.
Mike.
So like there's his house that a lot of scenes happen in. There's the pizzeria. There's because the main characters are like there's a handful, but like the main ones are like Mike and his younger sister.
That's there. It like
And
seems like there's quite a bit of an age gap there, though.
yeah,
Kind of weird, but whatever.
and like there's like a few scenes where like it's at her like school or whatever. There's like two, I think, like one for the end and like one earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
And then oh yeah, there's like there's one at that like mall or whatever, like in like the beginning, where I don't want to say too much, but if you watch it, you know what I mean.
I think the mall was only for like one
It was
scene.
one scene, and then
But even the mall had a bunch of game references in it, which was
yeah,
great.
and then there, there's the office.
There was that river
Oh yeah, there's a river. There's the
for like one
yeah,
scene.
there's the office where like Mike gets offered the job to
There's a lot
the
of FNAF
pizzeria.
fan fictions that have a similar office.
Yeah.
Because, they kind of have to. Well, those stories are, of course, fan made, but they try to
Yeah.
explain why they got, like, how they got hired.
And
It's a
then
whole thing.
there's like I think like toward the end there's like he gets taken to like the police station or whatever. Remember like when he's getting like patched up or whatever, like things happen. He's like
He was
once
somewhere. It kind of looked like he was in a closet, but they somehow
yeah.
but they put a stretcher in, like, a back room
Yeah,
somewhere.
but I think
He was in the back rooms. Oh, God. Is there a movie of the back rooms?
there's gonna be by Kane Pixels. He's I don't know like he makes he's made a lot of like backrooms like videos like they're like well made
You should
and other
release it in
things.
theaters.
And he's like working like with people. I think it will be in theaters. I think it's like the Iron Lung movie where it's like a full blown like movie.
We need to make movie review. We need to watch and make movie reviews on these suckers when they release. I kind of hope we got more FNAF movies.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope we get another Mario movie as well.
Yeah, we could have like a FNAF movie that has like sister location stuff.
I want Baby in a movie.
Yeah.
flipping
I love
Elizabeth.
I love how we're on the same wavelength.
I mean, Elizabeth is a pretty big part of the.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to have like a live action Elizabeth.
You know what would be
From the game.
interesting is if they like if any of these movies, especially if they do enough, if
Hmm.
they tackle anything with like help wanted slash security breach, considering you know
Circus gallery event. Thank you,
certain.
GLaDOS. Because it's literally the GLaDOS voice actress.
Nah.
That's who. Who talks in security breach when you go for the not security breach, sister location when you go for the vents.
That's
It'll be
cool.
like circus gallery vent. That's literally GLaDOS talking to you. And I remember there's an animation someone did of it's Jacksepticeye when he was playing sister location, because he's always like thank you GLaDOS, and then at the end of the animation he's now in Portal for no reason with like where the cake is, he's like
Yeah.
by the supposed cake in the games, and Glass just goes, "Oh, it's you," and that's just how the animation ends. It's great.
Yeah.
Sir, and did you not know that was GLaDOS?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't know how they got the voice actress for GLaDOS, but they did. So whenever you hear like
Yeah.
I don't know, circus gallery vent, or I think there's a few other vent, names.
Yeah.
That's now you know. GLaDOS is the one speaking to you. It also sounds very much like GLaDOS in the game,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. To be fair, I feel like if they were to do a Sister Location X movie, that'd be like a prequel,
Yeah.
probably. Because in the games, it's kind of, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, the 4 and 5 take place, like the games, take place at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah, 4 and 5 basically take place at the same time.
Yeah.
Then I think 2 is after them at some point. And then 1, then 3. And then Pizzeria Simulator.
Yeah.
It's like towards the end. Then
And then Ultimate Customize after
yeah,
that. That's supposed to be like Luma Afternoon's Purgatory.
because it
Whatever.
is.
Yeah.
Because he did. Because if I remember correctly, that's because of Pizzeria Simulator something.
Yeah, because like at the end when like the like in the true ending when like the building gets burned down.
Baby told me to do it, so I did it. To be fair, I think Baby knew you were trying to help them, so that's probably why it
Yeah.
happened that way. And then you get to security breach, and it starts making sense,
Yeah.
somewhat. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's like so far after everything else that it kind of doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they really have explained how it fits with the other games, or even if it does. Kind of seems like security breach is its own thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, but you know what I mean. It kind of feels like in some ways.
Um,
The art was fun.
yeah.
Of like the kid drawings that were just
Yeah.
randomly. Cause I believe those exist in the game.
Yeah, because there's bunch of
They'll just be on random walls in the game.
Yeah, like in the office too.
They had the poster.
Yeah, they had the poster like in the office, like in the original like first game.
Can I buy this poster?
I'm sure there's like even like fan made ones that people have made.
Because I definitely want a FNAF poster. They had a Bonnie plush, which was great
Oh yeah,
to see.
they had like the whole like price counter, and they had like all the there's like Freddy plushes and Bonnie plushes, and I think like Foxy and Chica ones.
Didn't show the price corner a whole lot, but whenever
Yeah,
they did, they had
because there's
a
like
lot of stuff going on.
glimpses you could see of the plushes and stuff.
Yeah, they had the plushes. They had those plastic badges of
Yeah.
that had like Freddy on it and stuff,
Yeah.
and then there was like some other prizes. Kind of weird that those are there, but whatever.
Yeah.
Then you had like all the games because it's a pizzeria
Yeah.
and the seats so people could eat the pizza. The kitchen,
Yeah.
Foxy's Cove. Yada yada yada.
I had some good choices in music.
To be fair, I mean, for a restaurant kind of based in the 80s, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the one song, but
Yeah, I don't know if I recognize really any of them. Like in like during the movie.
no, I definitely recognize some of
I mean,
them.
they sounded familiar, but I just don't like know them well.
I have the well, I recognize them. I just don't remember the names off the top of my
Yeah.
head. Guess we could. I'm sure we could search it and find it in like
Yeah.
5 seconds. Uh,
How long is this?
30 minutes.
Ah.
This is like the longest spoiler-free review on the channel now by a long shot. That means the spoiler review is gonna be like an hour.
Well.
2 hours. Oh god, I better not be 2 hours.
Yeah.
I will scream if it's 2 hours.
I just imagine as soon as it just like hits like 2 hours, you just scream.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching the spoiler-free review. I highly doubt anyone got this far. If you
Yeah.
somehow did, the TLDR is go watch it,
Yes.
and we will see
Please.
you in the spoiler review or whatever the next video you watch of ours is.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Boo. Boo.